We're just about to start. I hope everyone's well settled and you're feeling warm and comfy. I'm hearing about a new storm that is going to go through the US very soon. I don't know if it's already, you know, started or it's already started or not. But stay safe, guys, and stay warm. That's the advice. And I'm sure by the weekend everything will be fine. Stay indoors. So let's get introduction about with all of us. Let's get to know each other a little bit. I'm Cyril Gupta, your host today, and I'm the founder, the CEO of Technic Force. And I've been the guy who's responsible to bring you all these apps. We've been doing a lot of that since 2024, especially our new renaissance, as I would call it, a new series of or new generation of apps. I'm sure most of you are my users, my customers who you've used my apps before, and we'll talk about what we have today and the great opportunity that it opens up. But before that, let me just get to know it. Let me get to know where you're from and let me know what time is it. Okay, so Mo, do I still have it? I think it was because my other computer's speaker was on and I shut it down. Hey, David. Okay, so we have Philip from Colorado. Hi, Philip. Samir from New Jersey, Jersey City, New Jersey. Yeah. Lisa, Lisa from Massachusetts. 6 p.m. in Alberta. Fantastic. Okay, still have it, huh? Okay, I will see if I can fix that. Let me see. I think my mic here would be on. All right, just let me check my microphone settings to make sure that I get you the best audio I can. Okay, so things look correct from my side. Is the echo for everyone or is it only for Mo? Awesome. We have Ikra from Malaysia. Good morning, Ikra. I've been to Malaysia. I went to Kuala Lumpur, great city, beautiful city, very well organized. We have Charles from St. Louis, Kat from Missouri. It's 7 p.m. there. Phil from Rome. I wonder what time it is in Rome. One of the cities where I definitely want to go one day. Vancouver, Canada, 5 p.m. Bronson says no audio. Bronson, I should be audible. We have Jean Pierre from Jean Pierre. Yeah, if I get your name wrong, guys, please don't be upset at me. English is not my first language. I do my best. We have Ken Strain from St. Louis, Kurt from Tucson, Tony from Belfast. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I can't spot the reason. Okay, microphone is mute. Well, I don't know. Maybe it should get better because the settings look perfect from my side, and I think it should be working. Let's get started and see where it takes us. Awesome. So, yeah, one day I definitely want to go to Bali. It's a beautiful city. I hear so much. But let's get to the point today. Let's get to the topic. Let's get started with what we came here to do. It is to talk about this opportunity in communities. And this is a trend that I noticed some years ago. Of course, like any other businessman, I try to keep an eye out and make sure I'm aware of what's going on. And I try to capitalize on all the opportunities that I can capitalize. Been trying to build my communities. Like I'm sure I've seen Lindsay in so many of my communities, and I'm sure many of the people here are there in my other communities too. So let's get started with a little bit of context. If you are in any of my communities, whether Facebook group or whether it's on Teams or if whether it's on WhatsApp or any other community that you are connected to Technic Force through, let me know in chat and let me know. Give me a yes in chat if you are in one of my communities. Let's do. Mark says winter storm to hit Saturday. Well, stay safe. Ken says yes. So Ken's already a part of one of our communities. I guess is it only one person? Stephen says Facebook. I know Lindsay is on Facebook. Vikash is there. Me, Charles, yes. Kat says I should be. Well, Kat, definitely you should be. Phil says Facebook. Okay, so many of you are actually already part of my communities. Now, one of the things I noticed, well, I was trying to grow. My Facebook group is actually quite big. It's got about 7,300 people right now, I think. And I noticed that wherever I work, there is always a challenge trying to connect with people, trying to communicate with them, because firstly, all the social websites that you can think of, whether it's Facebook or whether it's any other social website which supports communities, they limit your reach. You can't reach more than 5% or 10% of the people, actually likely 5%. So it's really a battle trying to get to the people who you should be reaching out to. So that's one part. Now, in the last couple of years, there has been a strong movement of people, of coaches, of influencers, of creators starting out their own tribe, tribe building. That is the powerful movement that has been, I think, around for a couple of years. Everyone knows Alex Hermosi, of course. He's one of the biggest proponents of it. He started this product called School, and it's been one of the biggest enablers in that direction. And this product is actually one step further beyond School. So it takes everything that School has done, but elevates it to the next level. So the next generation of coaches, creators, influencers, agencies, business people like you and me can benefit from communities, and I'm going to show you exactly how. Right, we'll go to that. So today's topic is build online communities that use AI to grow by themselves. And that last part, using AI to grow by themselves, well, that is the magic bit. That's the game changer. Because so far, if you wanted to build a community online, it was a lot of work. You had to sign up for a lot of manual effort. I'm talking about starting out in the morning and not quitting till the end of the day. You had to be on top of everything. You gotta reply to messages, you gotta stay contextual, you gotta make sure your community is a thriving, growing place. And it is not easy, it is difficult. That's why I wanted to solve it for myself, of course, and for everybody else. That's why I built this. I'm going to show it to you, but before that, we will talk to you about the opportunities. Some new people in the room. I see Ganti, another one of my regular clients. Hi, Ganti ji. Welcome to the webinar. So, owner flip. Communities are the ultimate long-term earning machines, and I'm going to show you some case studies that show you exactly how powerful communities are and how much money, how much cash they can bring, and how valuable they can be. So let's get started and see what it's about. But before we do that, remember this is a live webinar, and I want your complete engagement here. I want your complete attention. I am giving everyone here my complete attention. I'm going to be with you for till the end of the webinar, 100% focused. I promise you, I will try to give you the best value, the best information that I can, and the best deals. And I ask of you to give me that focus. So grab your chai, grab your coffee or matcha or whatever you think you would like to drink, and let's get started. So first thing, it's about building profitable tribes. It's about building tribes that respond to you, that connect with you, and that actually you can monetize and benefit from. That's what it's about, and that's what actually the money lies in. So there's always a trend in the market. When you look at the online business, it began about 25 years ago. The first thing was email marketing. Of course, it still continues. I still use it. Very powerful medium. Then we had those websites come in, and then there was the .com revolution or .com boom or bust, whatever you want to call that. And then it moved on to e-commerce, and then with big push, and we had the social media revolution. Everybody was online. We had YouTube, we had Instagram, and now we have TikTok. But all of that is now becoming saturated because attention is becoming scarce. People are not focused. All the platforms that you are on, they don't give you reach, they don't give you access to your customers. That is why now the next movement is to get people people like you and me. Like for me, it's people like you, people who could be my customers, to get people into your own cohort, your own communities, your own groups, where you can communicate with them one to one reliably. You can stay in touch with them, you can tap into them, send your message to them without fail, right? That's how you can make money consistently. That's why communities have actually been one of the most focused areas when it comes to creators. Now, as of now, I think even just creators are powering literally tens of thousands of communities. And when I say creators, I mean people on YouTube, people on Facebook, who've got content going on, or people who've got a message, people on TikTok, anybody who's got something going on. I'm sure you've noticed this. They all invite you. Why don't you come in and become a part of our community where I share special information, or where I give you access to exclusive content on my YouTube channel, or on my Facebook account, or on my Instagram account. So that is the entire push, to get people from platforms that don't give you access to a platform that gives you absolute access, unfettered, right? That's what people want. And that's why investments in communities has gone up so much. Businesses are doing it. Of course, creators are the biggest, I would say the first movers, but now businesses are doing it big time, and money is flowing into this. At this time, the total amount of investment in communities from corporates is about $13 billion. That's a lot of money, and it's growing fast. By in the next 10 years, it's going to be $60 billion. So think about it. It's like 4xing, right? That's the kind of opportunity everybody loves, when things 4x, right? I want that. So 65% of businesses, corporates, companies have started building their communities. Of course, whatever brand you can think of, think of cult brands like Prime, think of companies like Microsoft or any other. These are big brands who stand for something, who got a product, who got a message. They're all trying to get people into a sort of community where they can reach out and tap into people, right? So communities are one of the biggest focused movements, and they are making an impact. So this is something that I have noticed too. My big focus on communities started about a year, in about a year or so, I think maybe 2 months, give or take. And I can tell you that it made a difference to me. So now we do a lot of engagement in our communities in many different places, and we've been able to cultivate great customers like Lindsay and Ganti, and many of you guys who are a part of my groups, who see my messages, who see updates about my products, who listen to what I've got to say about the direction that I'm taking this company. And also, when I post information about what I'm trying to build, or how we are trying to upgrade our software, improve our software, when people see that, they see the kind of work that we are trying to do, how we are trying to, not just sell them something and close the deal and never want to hear from them again till the time there is the opportunity to sell them something else. Well, that's not the way we operate, right? So all this community building has resulted in some very good relationships, and I mean profitable relationships. So we've got people on this webinar right now who are part of my communities, who buy every single product that I pump out. And the reason is very simple. They see it every single day, that we are improving our products, we are improving our systems, and we are listening, we are engaging, we are trying to understand, you know, uh, what people want, and then trying to build that. So it's like a two-way system. Communities are not just one way. You get to hear from your customers firsthand what they would like to see in your business and your products, and you can actually build that. Many of you guys told me, hey Cyril, we want to buy this product. Now, whether it could be my product or someone else's product, but you've come to me and told me, would you sell it to me? So that's the kind of impact that communities have done for me. And I'm sure if you are in this room, feel free to acknowledge yourself, say yes if you have ever bought something because you saw something in my community, or you recommended because you saw an update or a post in my community, or some information in the community. So let me hear that. See, we've got some messages already over here. Carl has done it. Carlos, Russ, Pete. I know Ganti just approached me this morning, in fact, and we have Lindsay. Of course, we talk a lot about work, and a lot of people do that. So yeah, it's a daily experience, and I want to bring it to all of us Sorry. Yeah, I just skipped some slide because I scrolled on my mouse and I was trying to scroll the chat. So excuse me for that. So a lot of people have been doing that, right? So I want to bring that experience to everyone, not just to the people in the room, but also to your clients, also to your associates, all the businesses that you're trying to build or trying to contribute to. So today we are going to be, of course, talking about that. But again, just to highlight you a little bit more why you should be building communities if you never done that, by the way. Okay, let me just try to get some more context of the room. Any of you guys, if you've ever tried to ever build a community or are building a community, drop me a number one, because we've got a lot of s's. So give me a one if you've ever built a community or are in the process of building a community. Let me see if you've already started on this path. So we have Lisa Dusharme. Lisa has actually been doing this. Cool. Amy, David, we got a couple of people in here. That's amazing. John, Pratima. Wow, that's great. So see, that's a lot of people who are already on the path, and I'm really happy to see you guys here. And I think what you see today will actually make your journey easier and more fun. So yeah, 40% creators say communities are their most stable income source. It's not a surprise. Why is it the most stable income source? Because actually that's the only place they can stay in control. Now imagine I post on my Facebook group which has 7,000 plus members. I'm able to reach about 50 of them. That's ridiculous. That's a joke. Now, how can I make a sale if I'm not able to reach most of, like I would say, 99% of the people who are in my group or who are on my Instagram or on my YouTube, right? I can't do that because if I try to depend only on that to run my business, I'm not going to be able to do much, right? So that's why you need to build communities that where you can reach 100% of the people. And trust me, it is way better than having 7,000 unengaged people who can't respond because they don't even see the message. Compared to that, if you have just 100 or 200 engaged people, people who know you, people who trust you, people who want to hear what you've got to say, that can result in, I would say, 3 times the business compared to the people who are unengaged and unreachable. So yeah, for the creators are telling you that communities are the most reliable income source, and it's not a surprise because they can actually reach those customers, they can actually circulate their message, and they can actually get them to subscribe, right? So ultimately all communities are built so that you can make money from them, of course contribute to your members, but also you can make money from them, and you can do it in a number of ways. I will talk about that also. So yeah, this is going to be the agenda. I'm going to talk about money making a lot because I know all of you guys are entrepreneurs and you want to hear about how to grow your business, how to make more money. We'll be talking about that. So yeah, this is, in my opinion, better than ads. Why is it better than ads? Because you don't have to pay per acquisition. Now, if you've been running ads, I've been running a lot of ads, and I ran a huge amount of ads in 2025. I spent a lot of money on it. And I realized that my cost of acquisition, even with my products, even with great deals that I have, even with fantastic, conversion offers and all those glitzy pages that I set up, that fantastic sales videos and everything, even then the cost of acquisition is just about break even. So if I spend $10, I get 9 back. Like this is, sorry, if I spend $10, I get only about 9, about 11 back. So I'm just staying afloat, and this is by design, because the algorithm from every single ad company, it is designed to have you spend as much money as you can, and they only give you the benefit till the time you're ready to quit. Do you understand how it would work? How it works? If you stop spending your dollars, that's when the ad platform, that's when Google or Facebook realizes that, hey, this is the cutoff, right? So we can't charge beyond it. So this is how it works. The best competition, when they stop spending the dollars, that's the cutoff, and they take every single penny that they can. Not fun. SEO is great. I love SEO and I'm spending a lot of money on it, but it takes time. It takes weeks and years. And I've been building up SEO since months, and I'm still seeing so little traffic, especially with AI now. I got to optimize for not just Google, but I also got to optimize for AI. It's more work. And social media, well, we've talked about it. I'm not even gonna go into that direction. So yeah, on communities you can do things a little bit differently, and I will talk about how to make money. So there are actually multiple ways. Now, obviously, I am not a coach, right? I'm not a trainer. I'm not an influencer. I'm not a creator in the sense that, beyond software. I have identified my role in this universe. I create tools and I sell those tools. So my opportunities to monetize the communities are a little bit more limited than somebody like you in this group who could be doing something more. So if you have got, let's say, an agenda, like you're creating content, you're creating some kind of program, or you've got clients who are creating some kind of program, or you've got a client who are creating some kind of learning material, you could actually monetize your communities in more ways than one, right? So you could do, for example, affiliate marketing in your communities. I do that, by the way. You can also, if you're a coach or a trainer, or you got a creator kind of a thing going on, you can charge people a monthly fee. You can do subscriptions. School is absolutely built on that. I know one of you guys reported here that you were working with Cohortia. With Cohortia, you can charge subscriptions. You can also create courses and promote it inside your community, that here's a course you guys are really interested in learning, or being a part of this movement. So here is a little course that gets you forward, and you got to pay like $60 or $70 or whatever your price point is. You can do that, right? And you can also circulate digital products, right? And digital products are pretty wide: ebooks, cheat sheets, software, uh, PLR software, whatever you can think of, right? So you can sell digital products too inside of your community. And I thought about that a lot. I thought about how to make this easy for you to do this. And I made some crazy strategies to make this easy for you to do this. So next, how to monetize your communities. So either you can build a community for yourself. I would strongly advise it. I'm sure everybody is passionate about something in life, and for me it's technology, for me it's coding, programming. In fact, I for a little while in 2024, because I had more time, I was not spending so much time making software. I started a YouTube channel to teach people how to code. I had a lot of fun. I created a series of videos on teaching people Electron. Still one of the most loved series online on Electron. I had fun with that. But then I found that I'm not a coach by any iota. So I just went back to my calling, which is creating tools, right? But you could to monetize what you are passionate about. You could create courses on it, you could be content creating content on it, or you could build up a community and flip it. I know many of you guys love doing that because you're agency owners or your business people who want to work for other businesses. So one of the things you could do is build up a community on a topic, right? It could be any topic in the world. Think about gardening, fishing, golfing, any topic in the world, anything that people are interested in. You could build a community around it, around health too. Think about all the diseases that need management, right? Like diabetes, or a specific diabetes, people who have diabetes in a specific area, right? Or anything that you're crocheting. Like, it's insane the amount of interest that people are that amount of things that people are interested in. So you could build communities around those areas and then monetize by going to the creators or the influencers in that space, and then either flipping it or selling leads or just getting their links and promoting affiliate market, affiliate products. So let's talk about people who've actually done it, right? People who've actually created something of it. So we're gonna give you some crazy case studies. People who've made so much money from communities that it blows my mind. It'll blow your mind too. So we have Cameron Harold, and he created a community for COOs, chief operating officers, of course, the CXO level. So I'm sure he's minting a lot of money from the people because they have very good paying power, and it's a business community. He talks about you know issues that are relevant to CEOs, and he's being able to monetize this to the level, to the tune of $2.5 million a year. That is crazy. That's crazy. Then we have Jay Klaus, who created a community for science, right? He talks about science, he talks about what is going on, technology and all, and he does $460,000 a year. Then we have Yuri Elkane. He created Healthpreneur, and this is the community that he targeted to doctors and nurses, and he does $6 million a year. Well, that's amazing, Yuri. We're very happy for you. Then we have Luke Van Der, and he has a community that teaches people how to create a website and rent it online. So you could, put up your website for rent, and you could sell the leads and do things like that. He's doing 500K a year, $500,000. Then we got Alex Albaran. Look at this young chap. He has a community for gardening, and he's making $6 million. Crazy numbers. Craig Jenkins, he runs a gardening and landscaping community, right? He teaches people how to grow, things in the garden, how to make their garden more beautiful, how to landscape, and make their surroundings more beautiful. He's built a community on that. I didn't think that actually you could do that. I in my all my videos whenever I go for this fun topic, I talk about growing tomatoes. In every single one of them, I know it might be get boring for some of you, but this guy actually made it into a business that's 1.2 million dollars worth right now. So he's generated 1.2 million dollars, right? So that's a lot of people doing crazy things. Elizabeth Lopez, so she's got this community for Hourglass Fitness, $2 million in revenue so far. Then we have Nancy Anderson that has a community. She has a community to help people, women manage postpartum. Now it's a real issue, right? So I recently had a baby in my home. I know, how difficult it is for women to handle that. So she made into a business and she's doing 100K a month. Well, that's crazy, right? So now I got to ask you, when I saw this topic and I was like, wow, I should be doing this. Why are you creating tools? Why don't you just, start talking and spending more time on community building? Well, it's intriguing. So is it your turn now, guys? Any of you who believes that it's your turn, that it's your opportunity, that you would like to capitalize on this opportunity now or someday, give me a yes in chat, because we need to feel that energy. We need to feel that positivity and that confidence. And I want you all to say yes if possible, so that you can actually believe in this. So we have David, Mark, who's already there, and we have people just popping in. The chat is just blowing up right now. Wow, that's amazing. Amy, Russ, Pratima, we have Yowet, we have Stephen, Melanie, Ayo. Hey Ayo, how are you, man? Carlos, Charles, Vikash, Ganti, Lindsay, double yeses, and a yes. Well, fantastic. Good to know that I have your attention. These tests tell me that you're actually listening to what I'm saying, right? You're not distracted. You don't have the TV switched on, which is great. So yeah, it's an opportunity that all of us should be capitalizing on. All of us should be trying to get on there. I don't know which one of us, when we do a webinar, maybe 6 months or 1 year down the line, you could tell me, hey, you know what, I built a community that's generating $10,000, $25,000, or even more, depending on what you can execute, right? But I can help you do that the best I can. So yeah, let's look at some reasons why you might not be doing it so far. I know why you're not doing it so far, in fact, right? I know it. Why? Because building a community is hard work. And this is something that I face on a daily basis. I'm sure you would face on a daily basis too. If you want to run a community, you have to make an insane amount of effort. And I've been running a lot of communities now. I'm lucky that I have a lot of good help. I've got a giant team now, a lot of people who are trying to operate my handles, to operate my business, all the different things that I'm trying to put together. They're helping me a lot. But it's not easy if you're just a solo person, you're just starting out yourself, and maybe you have a couple of hands in the family, maybe not even that. It's hard, because imagine you're starting out in the beginning, you don't have any engagement, maybe you won't even have just 10 people to begin with, because nobody starts out without people. Have you can think about all the top influencers in the world. Now my mom is a major influencer too. She's, I wouldn't call her influencer, more like a creator. She started out with nothing at 14 years. Now she has a YouTube channel that has 15 million subscribers. 15 million, it's a crazy number. But I remember the time when she started out with the first one. I remember the time back in 2009 or so. Yeah, that was a crazy long time ago. I think it's even more than 15 years. When she made the first video online, she put it how difficult it was, how insanely crazy it was. And then she got her first subscriber, then the first comment, then the first 1,000. And it was an uphill journey, especially in the beginning. It's an insanely hard journey, starting out a community with just 5 people, 10 people, trying to get people to interact, trying to get people to engage, to hold their interest, right? Especially when you're bombarded. Everywhere you go, you're bombarded with things that want your interest, on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook, everywhere. People, creators, platforms, they want your interest. In that scenario, you gotta make sure that you create a community where you can grab people, you can have them, you can make sure they're paying attention to you, they're not already bored. It takes a lot of work, because you face things like no engagement, and when you battle that, burnout is easy, right? Most people get started, they get into the first 3 months, and they're burnt out in 3 months flat, right? Not even the complete year. And creating content consistently is hard to imagine executing on a daily basis. Now it's hard. Now I think of myself as somebody who's extremely motivated. I've always been this way. So it's like I would say I was born this way. So I've been already always extremely motivated. But even for me, it's hard some days to get up in the morning to face the people that I need to look at the code. Sometimes I just want to hide, but you can't because you got a business to run. And if you got a community, you got things to post about, right? You got things to talk about. And if you don't do that, that day is wasted. That day is not, zero growth. And it's crazy, right? You got to execute every single day. And then even if you do that, there is no clear path to monetization because again, it depends on the platform that you're building on. If you're building on Facebook, well, they don't let you monetize because they want to monetize your crowd. They want you to create content. They want you to work for them for free, and they want to show ads, charge those ad dollars to the best level possible, and not give you anything as much as they can help it, right? So yeah, these are the challenges that people face in the community. So content, engagement, consistency, freshness, you got to be relentless, you got to have a mindset, you need fresh ideas, you need to be prompt, right? You need to push out those ideas fast before they get stale, and you need to have good marketing. It's a lot of ask, don't you think, right? All of these things. And do you think that I missed out a couple of items? I think I might have actually missed out on a couple of items. It is hard. All that work is hard. But you could always change things by pushing some of the things away. So, earlier it was like having a team a little bit and giving a work to your people who could handle it. And now it's changing over to a little more to AI. Now I do that too. And I can tell you now I don't know, okay, let me get this over here. Now I know all of you guys are already at the edge of technology. Obviously you are in this room, you are technological people, you believe in technology, but let me get a sense of the people here. If you believe that AI is the biggest game changer for your business and your life in 2026, give me a yes. And if you have any doubts about it, give me a no. So I want people with 100% conviction giving me a yes, and people who have even 1% of doubt that AI is going to change, not going to change their life this year, give me a no. So I'm going to try to see what's happening here. We have Pete, David, Melanie, Kurt, Jeff, Freda, Kat. Everybody is a yes. Amy says yes. Ken name, is that for name? So everybody is a yes. I don't see a single no. Well, I'm really, really happy that I'm in this room because that is exactly what I believe in. So Stephen, we have got one no. Stephen's got a doubt. Not yet, but maybe future. I am talking about 2026, guys. You don't have to wait for the future. This is the future. This year is the future. And the good thing is now you can give away a lot of the work that you would either do by yourself or have your team do it to AI, which is a lot cheaper, a lot faster, executes better in some ways. Because if you got an untrained team member, I can tell you, an untrained team member is way, way worse off than whatever we call AI slop today, because I have handled that in the past. I've worked with trained members who started off untrained or did not want to train themselves, and it's been a nightmare. But working with AI is a little bit easier than that, I can promise you. So yeah, we're going to talk about communities again. What if you could have a community that didn't require all this work that we just talked about, that didn't require you to start off in the morning and work till the right? Or you didn't need to hire somebody, pay them by the hour, and spend all that money for 1 year or even more without any certainty that you will make, results, or you will get some benefit out of it, and just invest that money in while you wait, right? So we got to find a solution to that. What if your community could stay active 24/7? What if you could, it could moderate itself? What if it could monetize itself? Is that your vision? Would you like to have such results, right? I'm sure there's nobody in the room who wouldn't want these three things, these four things, right? Stay active 24/7 all by itself, create content, it's quality content, I'm not talking about garbage, and moderate itself and monetize effortlessly. So you could actually build it with let's say 10% of the effort, and you could let it run, and you could step in, of course, you could control things, of course, but you wouldn't be somebody who's out of everything, out of energy and out of everything else. So are you ready to find out how you actually preempted me, and see why. Of course, I love the way you put in those Hindi words and Hindi phrases. Bilkul, absolutely. So we're going to find this out. So I'm going to show you the demo. I know you're excited. I know you're waiting. So let me show you a demo that shows you how I'm trying to revolutionize this in Cohortia. And after that, I will actually log into Cohortia Live and show you a couple of special features that I've not even covered in the demo. So let's go and check out how Cohortia is going to be. By the way, guys, if you have any problems with the audio, just let me know in the chat, because I'm going to step away from my computer. I'll be on my other computer answering the chat while the demo plays itself. Okay, let me just try to see if I got something wrong. Okay, I think I have, so the audio was not visible. Let me try to see that. Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing my screen and share it again. Just will be a second, don't worry about it. All right, do you see my screen again? Okay, I think the screen should be visible again. Fantastic. So let's play this. Your community, your tribe is the most reliable and long-term income source that you can create. And with Cohortia, you can do that easily. Cohortia is the all-new AI-powered community builder that makes creating powerful communities easy. In this quick demo, I will show you the highlight features of Cohortia. This is growth marketing, our own community that we are building using Cohortia. Cohortia has every single feature that you can expect from a really powerful community builder, including features like pin posts. So you can pin the post that you want your members, your viewers to see first. Your members can also bookmark posts, and anything they bookmark will be available to them in the bookmark section. Moderators and admins can also highlight a post. So when you highlight a post, it's highlighted in a different color, and as people scroll through it, they will notice what you have to say. That way you can promote special offers, or if you want to bring your post to everyone's notice, you can highlight it. And then you have the topic boards. You can categorize posts under specific topics, and your members can easily consume them. Now, whenever you want to create a post, all you need to do is click over here and you get this nice visibility by your own words, but you can also use AI. You can also create polls, and you can even schedule a post for future. Now, all your communities are also apps using the PWA or progressive web app technology. So people can install your You can view a post by clicking on the post title. You can see things like the number of post views, the number of likes. You can see the comments if there are any comments, and of course, you can leave your own comment on the post itself. Cohortia has everything you can want from a professional community builder and more. For example, you can click on a member's name and you will be taken to a dedicated profile where you can see things about the member, like when are they a member from. You can see how long they've made, and you can also do live chat. So yes, if you enable live chat inside of your admin for this community, you can do live chat with the member and build connections. This is great if your community is focused on a specific topic and you want to promote people to partner and communicate. Then there's the members directory where you can see all the members that are a part of the community. You can reach out to them, and you also have events. Yes, Cohortia promotes events, so you can have webinars, you can have even physical events, and you can organize them in your community. And you have the facility to make both free and paid events. That means you can have paid sessions. You can charge your community members to attend your webinar or attend your call, and you can all make it a part of Cohortia. There's also the leaderboard, which rewards or which recognizes people who have been active. So you know who are your most active community members and what they've been up to. And this is a good way to kind of have these people stand out. This is all about Cohortia. Now let's go into the admin and see what features do we have there. All right, this is the admin for Cohortia, and you can see we've got the basics like the total number of posts, the total number of members, the events that you've done, and the engagement. You can see the graph that shows you how many posts and comments were happening every day. You will see the number of views every day. And below that, you can see the recent comments. It links back to the main comment on the main website, on the main community. You will see the recent post and the member that did it, the recent activity, all the activities that happened in the website. Then you've got the recent users, all the users that were created. Now in members, in all members, you can see the people who are the members of your community. These are your regular members, the people who might have paid you, or the people who might be your fee members. Both of them are here. You can activate or deactivate a member. You can ban a member, all from this list. You can also filter looking at the pending members. If you want approval, like you could approve the member. You can also see the list of band members and of course control some various other stuff. Now, Cohortia has a very special feature called virtual members. You can create AI members that work just like the human being. For all your other members, they will just be like a regular person, like a human being, but only you will know that these are AIs that are actually creating engagement, creating posts, liking posts, and your community is always alive. Because here is the fact, nobody wants to go to a community that's dead, right? The community must be happening. So you can set up your member over here. For example, let's call a member John Kate. Very weird name. You can select an avatar from for them. I'm just gonna choose this one for now. Of course, you can put in anything you want. Put in a logo, John's into marketing, and you can select the location like United States, and the time zone. If you want to set a specific time zone, you can. I'm just setting something right, something random. Now you've got the features that you want to enable for this member, and pay attention here because this is where the magic happens. You can enable posts, and then you can decide how often the member will post on your community. So you can choose from daily posts to 5 to 7 posts a week, which will be randomized, to 1 to 3 posts a week. So depending on how often you want the member to be posting on the community, you can select that. You can also select what language they will post in. And if you turn this on, automatic posts about recent news, here is what's going to happen. The member is going to look at what is happening in the world in your niche, and it's going to prepare a little post on whatever was recent and post it to your community. So that means your content, your data will be absolutely recent, absolutely live, and that is gonna make your community hyper relevant, right? Again, you can choose how often you want the post to go, daily or 1 to 3 posts a week. It's totally up to you. The days of the week that you want this to happen and what time in the day. So let's say on Sundays you want them to operate in the noon, you can do that. And if any other day, any other time, you can do that, or you can even randomize it. This is all for human behavior, right? We human beings don't work like AIs, right? We have to be randomized. We have to do things in a specific manner. We have to, like they say, throw the sand a little bit in the air. So it's to randomize things. You get to choose exactly how you want to randomize. Then you've got comments. Yes, you can get your AIs to comment on posts by human beings and by other AIs, because when people see a comment on their post, let's say a human being posts a comment, posts a new post in your group, and when they see a comment, they get this dopamine hit, right? It's very important. When people see a comment on their post, something that is supportive, even feedback, they love it and they will post more often. That's what it's about. You can also get the AI to post replies to the comments on your post. Again, you get to choose how many of the comments you want the AI to reply: 50%, 25%, 10%, according to your comfort zone. Some AI members can be more active, some can be less active, totally up to you. Then you can also choose whether these AIs will like your post or not. Again, the same algorithm, and you can even have them operate on specific days, right? So this is beautiful because it will keep your community growing on autopilot. This is the superpower of Cohortia. Next, we have teams. all the people who are in your team, the moderators, the people who you have given management rights, they're over here. And you can add new people too if you want to. You can elevate people into moderators. In post, you will see the list of all the posts that were created and some engagement, how many likes and views they got. You will see it all over here. You will see if a post was highlighted, and you get some control over here also. You can take down a post, you can highlight, remove a highlight, or you can provide a highlight, or you can even ban the user if it's not good enough. Now in events, you will see the events that you created. So far, I have not created one, but you can easily create an event, and then you can have an online event or you can have a physical event. It's totally up to you. And don't forget, Cohortia is all about monetization. You can even have an event to access which people have to pay money. So imagine promoting a webinar on your community and putting in a link to the event and telling the members to attend this webinar. You got to pay $70, and this is, and when people click on the link, they will be directed to a payment page. After they do the payment, they will be shown the event details, right? They will get the link to the webinar. Beautiful concept because it helps you monetize everything. You can even monetize posts, right? Did I tell you that when you create a new post, you can monetize the post and you can decide how much people want to see it. It also has polls. So when you create a poll, people can tell you what they feel about anything. And you can, of course, create a poll directly from the main interface. You don't need to come here. Okay, let me try to show you very, very quickly paid post because it's a lot of fun, right? It's good fun to make money. Any post you want to make, and this is again available to admins and moderators, the payment system. You just turn on paid post, and I've set up, I think this is pound as the currency. You get to choose where you what currency you want to use in settings. So you can change the currency. Of course, you can use a different one also, and you can set a price like 32 pounds, right? So people will have to pay. Next, in the flag section, you will see the comments or the posts that were flagged either by the AI. So yes, Cohortia has AI powered moderation. And if AI sees something that is not good, it will flag it and you can remove it, right? So people can also flag things and you will see those things too in here. By the way, you can choose to be notified of anything that is flagged. Cohortia has a very strong notification system. So when you go in here, there are notifications like flag registration, flag content, or you can get a daily digest of all the things that were happen. You just need to enable notifications for yourself, and you can even put in a custom email. So if you don't want to use the membership email, you want to send it to somebody else, maybe one of your team members, you could do that. Now, Cohortia also lets you message your members. You can send out a message to everyone, or you can send out a message to a specific person or a specific group of persons. All you need to do is click like this, and you can send out a message to specific people. So maybe if you want to send out an offer, or you want to send out a mailer, you want to send out a message or a warning, whatever you want, you can send out messages directly from within Cohortia. By the way, you can export your members to CSV. You can bring them into other applications, your CRMs or your autoresponders, whatever you want, so that you can market to your members. This is very important. Next, earnings. This is what it's about. So all the money that you get paid inside of Cohortia from your members will show up over here. You will see the amount, the product they ordered, the customer name, all the details you need to understand how much money you're making and what you should be focusing on. Now in settings, you get to control a lot of aspects about your community. Things like basic information. You can set up name, description, all the things that you want, like time zone and all, whether you want it to be an approval community, whether you want to approve every single post, or you want to disable or enable members chat. You also have media and tracking. You can set up a logo, you can change your banner and put in your pixel codes over here. In social accounts, you can put in your social media accounts, which will be a part of the community. You can also put in your SMTP accounts because all the mails that will be sent will be from your SMTP. You got a bunch of these email templates. So for everything, registration, verification, forgot password, new post notification, Cohortia gives you total control. You can choose exactly how the mail will look. It's a template, it's HTML based. You just need to put in those placeholders, that's all. And you can design the mails the way you want. You can put in your custom footers also. You can send in your custom offers also in all the notifications that people get the people who are members of your community, right? You control that. Now you can set up what categories you want to have in your community. You can choose from a number of different themes that we have, and you can also decide what are the membership levels that your community supports and how many points does a person need to get to that level. I already showed you about notifications. Cohortia is multi-payment supportive. So you can integrate PayPal, you can integrate Stripe, or you can integrate Razorpay too. So we've got three different payment gateways, and depending on what people need, we might introduce new gateways in the future, but Stripe and PayPal, that covers nearly all of the market. So you can put in your Stripe details or your PayPal details and enable all the monetization features of the community just like that. In membership, you can disable and enable your membership plans. What are the membership plans you have, and whether you want to send out warning mails to people when their membership expires, send expiration confirmation mails, all the things that you require to make sure that you have retention. So this was Cohortia. I hope you love this software, and if you choose this, I will see you inside. This is Cyril Gupta signing off. Your So guys, was this crazy or what? Did you like this software? I had such a great time while the demo was playing, and I'm excited to show you some live highlights. So first, let me know what you think about the software in chat. Give me a big yes if you love this, and then I will show you some extra things that I did not show you in the demo, the recorded demo that I had set up everywhere. So yeah, I'm getting a lot of yeses already. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna just go back to that thing. Every time I scroll, so gotta take control of that. So yeah, a lot of people are responding. Kat says yes, Jian says yes. We have Pete Hancock, Andy. We've got Ola Wale, Pupula. Hey, Ola Wale, Freda. Awesome. A lot of COI says Adbut, which is wonderful, right? Ron, Lindsay says love this. Mark says very nice. But guess what, guys? I'm gonna show you some more cool things. Are you ready for that? Let's get to that. So the first thing, I'm just diving into my collection. I have a special screenshot that I want to send you, that I want to show you, that one of my team members sent me yesterday. We were talking about features. So let me show you that first. So I wanted to show you how paid posts will look to people. So I was talking about monetization, and when I you a promise that I will give you more ways to monetize this than any other product that you've ever used or thought of or looked at in the past that does the same thing, right? It's a community builder. We've got a couple of other community builders already out there which are doing well, but I wanted to build something that is truly, astounding and truly superior to everything else. So here is an example. You can monetize your Cohortia in so many ways. The first thing, you can create monetizable posts. Now imagine that you got a free community of people in your niche, and you create a post where you give people some special value. Maybe it's a cheat sheet, maybe it's an ebook, or maybe it's a special guide, or you put up a special video together. Like I got some people in here who were talking about trainings, right? So let's say you put up a small 15-minute training video showing people what they could do, in one of your posts. You can make that post monetized. So when people see that, they can unlock it for money. So when they click on it, they'll be prompted to pay. And Cohortia integrates with PayPal, Stripe, and Razorpay. So you can choose one of those payment systems. They'll be prompted to pay, and they will be given access when they have paid, right? So imagine you can pop out posts for $5, $10. Let's say you got a community, people will be definitely paying you, and that's one way to monetize it, which is pretty crazy. Next thing, you can have multiple levels of memberships. I want to show you that, in fact, live. So I've got this browser over here open, and this is a community that we are putting together. This is my own community that I am building on Cohortia. Of course, it's just started because we just launched a product, and I'm as good as any one of you right now. So yeah, it's coming up slowly. So I'm going to show you some special features inside of Cohortia that help you in monetization. First thing, you can monetize your events. I had a question over here. Can you create I would say trainings which people you can invite people to and charge for. You can absolutely do that through events. What you can do is you can have a webinar, let's say on the 27th of January. You can announce a webinar, you can put it on the events calendar. Remember that calendar we had in Cohortia? Right over here, events. It will pop up on the calendar. People will see it listed over here. When they click on it, they will have the option to pay for it, because you will turn on the paid event, and then you will write, for example, £10 in my community. I've selected pounds, and then people, or £50 or £60, and people will be able to pay for the event and get access. So then you can put in the very detailed stuff in that message or in the event details, which people will get access to only if they pay you $60, right? So that is one more example of monetization. Next, I was talking about membership levels. So in Cohortia settings, you can create plans. Like somebody was asking me in chat, can you have a free and paid membership level? Absolutely, you can. So in this screenshot, there's also an example, get access. So this post is actually for premium members. And to get access, you have to sign up as a premium member. But it is important, like you got to show people what they're missing. So every other user, the free users, will see the post, but they to actually read it, to click and to see the entire post, they have to become a member. They'll be prompted to become a member. So it's so easy to monetize it this way. And you can set up your memberships. You can actually have multi-level memberships. So for example, you can have gold level, which I've set up inside for $15 a month, and you can add more, right? So if you enable membership plans, you can, for example, create a diamond level membership and maybe charge $35 a month. And then in your own description, you can choose whether it's weekly, monthly, or yearly. You can choose whether it's active, or you want to maybe make the plan inactive for some time. So yeah, you can have multi-level memberships, which is amazing. It solves your problems. Now, I also created I showed this feature to you, virtual members, where you can use AI to do the things that you need to do, right? So with the product, you can create pretend members, virtual members, where your AI can actually do most of the work that you need to do yourself. So the AI can create posts, the AI can reply to posts, the AI can reply to comments, the AI can also like posts and comments, right? And you can even schedule it, you can randomize it. So, and you can give the AI a personality. And one secret feature, I don't know if I highlighted that in the demo or not, the AI can actually look at recent happenings in your niche. So let's say you are creating a community on stock trading, and specifically you are looking at commodity trading, and you want to maybe talk about the silver price, which is the explosion in silver and gold, whatever is happening in metals. You could actually tell the AI, hey, talk about these things. And when a new event happens, the AI is going to ask every day, AI is going to look every day, hey, what is the new event in this particular niche? And if there is a new event, it's going to post about it. It's going to create some content on that topic, on that fresh topic, and post it to your Cohortia. Imagine that. It keeps your community always fresh without manual effort. And what is the best thing? You can actually log in as the AI and use the community yourself. So this is like elevating it to the next level. Let's say you created three pretend or three virtual members, three AI bots. To your community members, they are behaving just like real people, but you can actually not just use them as AIs, you can log in as one of them and use your community. So you can answer. So let's say there is a specific question to you in the community, or there is a specific chat, or you need to make sure that you create a post that is something very, very unique and special or directed. You can log in as that member. You can log in an Alex, for example. You can create that post. So you can have multiple people who are creating engagement. I know, many people who build up a fresh community, they try to use multiple accounts. Well, with Cohortia, you don't need to. So not only that, you can use Copilot, but you can actually take control, and you can turn it into a manual work too if you want to. Now, next, somebody, we've got a question in the chat. Vikash is asking me, is this a mobile app? Because this is actually a mobile app. Yes, so you can use it on the browser, but it uses the technology which is called PWA, or progressive web apps. So when people log into Cohortia, when people come to Cohortia, they will be prompted to install it on their mobile phones. So on this, I have actually, on this browser, I've been using it a lot, so I've disabled it. And I think maybe on another browser it'll show up. So there is a basically a pop-up which I showed in my demo also, where you will be able to install it on your computer, and sorry, on your mobile phone, and use it on both Android and your Apple mobile. So this is also included, right? So it's a really crazy software. We try to cover all the bases, and new things are coming up even more in the future. So all you guys know that my journey as a developer does not end when I make the sale, when I launch a product. It actually starts because then I listen to all the feedback, all the ideas that you guys are generating, and we build those things in, right? So if you got my software, okay, this is, before we proceed with the rest of the session, I just want to ask you, if you have one of my products, right? Drop me a yes if you got one of my products, and I want you to do another little thing. If you love my products, if you love the way that I update them, that I build the new feature, give me a yes, and maybe a double yes or something like that. Give me a double yes if you have my product and you love the way I update it. So give me a double yes, and I will continue the chat from there. Just a second, guys. Awesome. So I see so many people who have my products, who love my products, and some people are actually mentioning specific products I have. Cat says several, lot of yeses, right? Lot of yeses. Ganti has just one, really? I don't believe that, Ganti. You have so many of them. I think, uh, Yuet, Daryl, Bronson, Carlos, Ota, Joel has my products. Lindsay says, I love everything you create. Olawale, double yes. Stephen, Rytix, and Tubrang, Charles, and Roth. Ray Roth, yes, 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 yes. That's the four yeses. And Paul, yes, yes. And Cora, yes, and yes. A lot of people have my products. Well, I'm not surprised. I create a lot of products and they're all updated. So here is the thing. You can believe in it. So let's talk about the real opportunity over here. Let's talk about how you can build communities. If you are a coach, you can create private control communities. If you are a creator, you can create your algorithms. And if you are a brand, you can create customer hubs. If you're agencies, you can create predictable recurring income, because again, you can create communities, you can flip them, you can sell them, you can create communities as lead sources, and you can also create communities to sell products in, whether it's your own product or whether you are working as an affiliate, you can make money. There's so many different ways. The point is, if you have a group of people who are focused on your message, who have given you their attention, and who are engaging, who are talking about a particular topic on in an active manner, you can monetize these communities. And these communities, they give you this opportunity, right? It is really just a no-brainer. So businesses are already paying thousands for professionally managed communities, right? So if, again, this is an opportunity for all you agency guys who want to do stuff for other people. Businesses are ready to pay thousands for engaged communities. Now think about communities that are focused on real estate, on investments, on insurance, on debt, on education, right? All those money maker niches, right? Imagine creating communities on programming, on any kind of education, like a job handling or management. Like, you remember that guy I showed you about earlier, I think, who made a community for COOs, right, and made such a big amount of money. So yeah, there's so many different niches that you can create communities on, and you can tap into them. If you want to flip them, you can. Businesses will pay you very happily, or you can, even monetize it yourself. So if you want to build a community and the product that makes it possible, again, I'm going to make you type. So I made you type so much today, so this is probably the last time, I promise you. Give me a yes, and I will show you the offer, not just for the opportunity description. I know you came here to look at the product and you are wanting to know the offer. So give me a little messages in the chat. Let me know that you're ready to look at the offer, and I will show it to you. Pete, Philip, Paul, Ken, Melanie, Bronson yet says, let's see the damage. Well, it's going to be just so much fun. You bet. Amy says, ready to drop my visa. Andreas, Tamika, Vikash, Jeff. Absolutely. I'm excited too. And I'm promising you guys, this is going to be a mind blowing offer because I'm going to give you a one time sale on this. So yeah, I'm not going to even charge you recurring. You are on my launch webinar. I always do this whenever I launch a new product. I do a 7-day launch where I give you the opportunity to own the product outright with all the updates, all the future things, all the replies. You don't need to worry about any of that because they come to you absolutely free. By the way, guys, I just want to tell you this. Cohortia is a SaaS app. You don't need to buy any hosting for it. You don't need to, uh, manage anything. It's all done for you. You can create multiple communities depending on the level you get. Well, today it's the webinar level. You get the all inclusive. So you can create multiple communities, right? So that really helps you a lot because you can create communities for yourself or for your clients also. Next thing, you can create communities on your own domain. So you can have a website, for example, diabetes management in Texas, or you can talk about COO Herald, or you can create a community on learning AI, for example, AI for business.com or AI or AI learners.com, whatever topic you want to focus on. You can book a domain for that, and then you can use Cohortia on it without any setup, because I wanted to make things easier and easier. I've been getting a lot of suggestions telling me, hey Cyril, I want to get away, I want to do away with the hassle of hosting, but I want to use the power of your software. Sometimes I create software that you need to host. This one you don't need to host. So it's, yeah, say goodbye to hunting endlessly for content ideas, posting all day on your community, getting nothing else done, being frustrated, giving up early. All of that is not required. You're getting a powerful community software with virtual members, posts, engagement. You can even post, like, control it manually. Your community is a mobile app. All the things that I showed to you today. You have paid members, paid tiers, you have monetized events, paid posts and content, and it integrates all payment systems. So again, take a look at what you get in the offer today. I'm going to give you Cohortia Elite. Now again, you have to totally disregard the /year because I'm not going to charge you an yearly fee. I just want to remind you of that. So usually I sell my software for $99. Now, if you're not on one of my launch webinars and you want to get my software, you need to go down to that website and you need to make a purchase, and you will pay recurring. There's no way out of it. I charge a recurring fee. And some of the products that I'm going to sell you on this webinar, I will not even sell after the launch ends, right? So there are a couple of special offers that I'm doing only in the launch season, which I do not sell after the launch is over. So this is kind of an exclusive thing. And if you want to get those products, the only way to get them is to buy them during this launch. So again, the products that you can get in the offer today are you also get the Cohortia Pro upgrade, right? So the Cohortia Elite software is worth $97 a year. Cohortia Pro is worth $127 a year. Then you have Cohortia Reseller, which actually lets you sell Cohortia and keep the money. And I'm going to tell you guys, that's a gold mine, because unlike a lot of people, I don't want to take names, but you might know this, right? Google them if you want to. Well, they say that, right? So unlike many other people, I don't abandon my software because I'm not a career marketer. I'm a career coder. I'm a career product creator. I started off as a teenager building products. I started off as a teenager writing code. So my passion is coding, creating software, and getting to sell it, getting to talk to you guys, getting to get paid by you is a privilege for me, right? It just kind of makes it so awesome that I can create something and everybody wants to pay me for it. So yeah, that's the secondary goal. So I always maintain my software with passion, and I'm sure that's what you've noticed, that my products just keep getting better and better. So getting a reseller license on one of my products is like having a way to make money, not just today, next month, or in the next month, but you can do it forever. As long as you have those licenses, they're going to be monetized. They're going to be monetizable. This software is not shutting down after 6 months, right? That's lame when people do that. So yeah, that's there. Then you also get cloud funnels. You also get Webera Pro. All of this software you can grab on the special offer today. So again, let's go on and see what are the base licenses. What are the things in the licenses. So Cohortia Elite gives you 20,000 welcome credits. You can create up to 3 communities. You can have collaborators per community, and you can create 4 AI virtual members per community. It's perfect for solo creators. Even if you are just above a little solo creator, you can have 3 communities, which is great. You can have 10 daily auto posts and have up to 1,000 members per community. Now, but again, you don't need to worry about those limitations, because you are also getting today in the all-inclusive deal that I'm going to give you on this webinar exclusively 50,000 welcome credits. Then you get pumped up to 15 communities. So you can create 15 communities. And think about all the software that I'm competing with. They charge per community to run a single community with the features that I've shown you. My competition is charging $90 a month, right? The cheapest level doesn't have even a fragment of what I'm offering you, right? But my product has that, whatever the prime level has and more, but you get 15 of those. Think about that. That's a crazy, crazy, upgrade. It's like 15 into 99. Crazy offer right there, and at a one-time price. Plus, you get 15 AI members per community. You can create up to 15 AIs running your community, popularizing and working on your community, all working at different times so that it looks like a place which is always lively. Then it's something that is for pro people, agencies too. By the way, this also lets you create unlimited daily auto posts, and it has unlimited members per community. There's no 10 member limitation, right? You don't get that any of that from one of my competition. If you want to grab them, you will have to just pay out of your through your nose, as they say. With this product, you get unlimited members too, right? And that is also a part of this deal. Then on top of it, I'm going to give you the reseller license of Cohortia, where you will be able to sell 90 accounts by yourself. Now, you can sell either elite or pro. So you can sell 90 elite level accounts or 90 pro level accounts, is totally up to you. So you can actually charge people for an upsell, right? So typically, here is what happens. When I close a launch, I put all my software in recurring, and then people, when they come to my page, they have to pay monthly or yearly to gain access. But you can actually do a better deal than me. You can actually tell those people, hey, you know what? Cyril is selling his software for let's say $164 a year. But you know what? If you buy from me, I can let you have a lifetime account for $250. It's a no-brainer. Nobody would not take it, right? It's a crazy, crazy offer. So you can make a lot of money as long as you're ready to make some posts, make some effort. If you got a list, if you got some customers, if you want to demo, you could actually send the people to my sales page and then tell them how amazing it is, how powerful it is, and then come back and I will give you a better offer than those guys are giving you, because I'm one of the grandfather accounts. I took an early interest into it and I grabbed the best deal on it. So I can offer you better than those guys will offer you today. Crazy thing, right? So you could actually do that, and you get 90 accounts for $250. You might be able to, some of you are real good salesmen who have really good networks, might be able to. You can get an upside of over $14,000. That's a casual number. Actually, you could do much better than that, depending on how much you sell it for. So that's a crazy, crazy, I would say, upside to this product too. Then you also get a couple of extra features in this all-inclusive offer. You get Cohort Cloud Funnels Pro, which is my sales funnel builder. Now it has AI, right? It's a very powerful software, self-hosted, so you can host it yourself. So you don't need to pay any recurring. You also get Webira. Webira is one of the best website designers for agencies, because it creates websites on autopilot. You just need to tell what niche you're operating in, maybe give it a brand name, maybe give it your brand logo, and it will create the entire website on its own. It writes the copy, it makes beautiful visuals, it makes perfect looking websites, and it's targeted at local businesses. So the primary target for Webira is local businesses like pool cleaners, home maintenance companies, salons, agencies, that look after local businesses, real estate companies. Any business that operates locally can make a wonderful website through Webira in a matter of minutes, without any manual effort, and that is also included in this offer today. So again, the Cohortia all-inclusive offers has these products: Cohortia Elite, Cohortia Pro, Cohortia Reseller, CloudFunnels, Webira, and I'm valuing them very conservatively. 3 years is the software lifetime. Frankly speaking, with my software, the lifetime doesn't end in 3 years. It just goes beyond that a lot longer, because I keep my software updated, I keep them fresh. So if you add a yearly payment, you gotta have to pay, sorry, even if you don't take the 3 year lifetime, you're gonna have to pay $888 per year to gain access to all these products. And let me remind you, reseller version of Cohortia is going away. You will not be able to get access to it after the launch or after the webinars, right? So the total value is $2,079 in real terms. So if you are not buying from my special event, that is the real money that you will need to pay over 3 years, right? Because it's a recurring product. And in 1 year, it's still $888. So I'm not going to charge you that much, I promise you. So are you ready for the special webinar deal, right? Are you ready for the special webinar deal? Give me a yes if you are ready for the special webinar deal, and I will pop it up for you in just a second. Give me a second while I try to pop it up for you. I think I lost a slide. So let me just go off screen for a moment and let you look at Cohortia while I fix this up for me. Just a second, guys. I'm going to try and answer some questions till then. Hey, Lindsay is ready with a drum roll, and I'm going to try and answer some questions. So we don't have a 30-day trial, and because this is, again, I have something even better. I've got a 30-day money back warranty, and it's a crazy warranty, guys. This warranty is, I would say, the best warranty that you will see anywhere, because I'm going to give you a special deal where you will be able to use the software risk free for 30 days. In fact, I'm going to go one up. I'm actually putting my own money in. So I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. But let me show you the special webinar deal first. And I will have to scroll through this a little bit to get to the right slide. Please bear with me. We had a little bit of a mess up today. So are you ready for the special webinar deal? Let's get to it. It's $267 today. If you want to get Cohortia today on this webinar, you don't need to pay $888 a year. You don't need to wait for 3 years and rack up your bills all the way to $267, because you want to build your communities long term, right? So you can build your communities forever with all updates, all future updates, everything included in it for just $267. And that includes everything that I've told you about. But you also have the opportunity to get some special upgrades. I've got a special offer where I'm going to offer you one-year exemption. So we use credits in Cohortia, of course, to use the AIs. But let's say you want to use you just want to have enough time to grow your community, make some money off it, monetize it, make it profitable. And then, once you're making a lot of money, like those guys that I showed you earlier, you might pay me my handful of dollars, for the credits. I'm going to give you a special offer where you can make your credits free for a period of 1 year, absolutely no charge across all your 15 communities, right? All the money that you make is absolutely free. You don't need to give me any part of the, credits that you use. By the way, let me just remind you that also Cohortia does not take any share from the money that you make. So unlike some other platforms that you might have noticed or named in the chat, I'm not going to name them on the webinar. We don't take money from you, right? So you make the money, you keep it. We don't tell you, hey, give me 10% of your money, give me 20% of money. Like, an extortion is showing up at your door every time you make the money. It's like a bully, telling you, hey, give me a cut. So we don't ask you for a cut. It's all yours. Plus, you also have the opportunity to get 140 extra licenses. Now, I know some of you guys are actually really good salespeople. You've got mailing lists. You've got access to people who are interested in products. So you could send out a mailer, tell them, after my launch, obviously, you can send out a mailer and tell them, I've got Cohortia and, it's a wonderful product and I could sell it to you for this much. Here is my payment link. Pay me the money and I will give you Cohortia right away. So, you could actually sell more than 90 licenses. I know a lot of people make a lot of money from my products. So you have the opportunity to get 140 extra licenses for just $99. And you actually get the opportunity to make it easy for yourself, because I'm going to give you also the the opportunity to buy the seller's pack, which gives you a ready-made sales page. It gives you a ready-made sales video. It gives you everything you need to make that sale today. So you don't need to write copy. You don't need to prepare a video. You don't need to create a graphic. You don't even need to go to AIs and, even tell them, hey, write me a sales page on this. No, it's all done for you. Just for $29, you can get all the sales material just like that. So, those are the boosters in Cohortia. Let me just go through this very quickly. 1 year free credit usage free for 1 year, 140 extra licenses to sell, Cohortia sellers pack with ready-made. Actually, it's not even 47. I'm selling it at 29. So yeah, you save a lot of money. Unlimited members, AI-powered moderation, multi-AI goodness, fresh news. This is a crazy feature. Nobody has even thought of it. Then you get 50,000 welcome credits. You get 2 years of free upgrade, actually more than that on this one. It's a special deal. Build and sell communities, commercial rights, right? You get to sell the communities. You get to sell the software, in more ways than one. You're gonna be able to absolutely monetize it to the best level possible. And now I'm gonna tell you where to get it, guys. This is the link on the screen, and I'm gonna put it on chat too. I think Swati will drop it a bunch of times in the chat. And I'm going to do it now very quickly. Okay, so Swati just dropped it. So Vikas got a question, can community you use credits not to, run your community without using up any credits at all? So Ganti's got a question. Okay, guys, now, while you see this, feel free to drop any questions you have, because this is the way I run my webinars. It's not a speech. I don't like to make a speech at you and then, end the webinar with a call to action. No, I want to talk to you. I want to understand what your concerns are. I want to understand what your suggestions are, actually get feedback and ideas to improve the product too. So yeah, we'll be doing that in a moment. Just a second now. By the way, guys, as you order, you need to let me know in chat. I want to be updated. So if you're getting Cohortia today, just let me know in chat that you've got it. And I want to give you a shout out. I want to welcome you to the family. So that's one thing. Now, when you go to this web page that I just showed you in chat on the screen, and on the screen, you're going to see this kind of the order page. You will see details about the product, and you will see the amount payable, which is $267. If you decide to grab any of the upsells, these are the upsells listed here: Cohortia sellers pack, Cohortia 1 year credit exemption, and Cohortia 140 extra licenses. You could grab all of them too. The total is going to be 143 up to $432, depending on the upsells you get. You can get the basic for 267, and if you add everything up, the maximum is going to be 432. So yeah, that's what you expect to see. You can order using your credit card or PayPal. So credit card, your payments are going to be PayPal account, so you can use even your credit card inside of PayPal. So in case for some reason your credit card is not accepted by this method, well, don't worry about it. Use PayPal, and use PayPal. Inside of PayPal, you'll be able to pay with your credit card. So just try to use that instead, and you're still going to be able to gain access. Awesome. So just to remind you the kind of work we do, and I know I don't need to convince you because nearly every one of you has one of my products, but to see the kind of work that we do, you can just look at our public rating. So we are listed on Google Business, and we also have a Trustpilot profile. This is a little bit older. As of now, we have 4.6 stars rating on 96 reviews in Trustpilot. People overwhelmingly love our work. In fact, let me just try to see if I can value that we provide and how our customers rate us. So for example, you can see on Google, we've got 195 Google reviews, all of them real customers, right? No, we are not really playing games over here. So let me see if I can show you some of those reviews. View all Google reviews. So you can see people like, who love the kind of service we provide. We have 24 hours chat support with real people 6 days a week who can help you. We got people who really, really love the value we provide, giving us 5 stars because they love the products that we do. And similarly on Trustpilot, if you look at our Trustpilot profile, it's 4.6 stars with 96 reviews. All the people who love our products and who love the results that we got for them. I think a couple of you might be even on this webinar. I'm not sure, but maybe it's possible that a couple of you are already on the webinar too. So if you are one of those guys who've rated us, give me a yes in chat so that I know that you've rated us. And that brings me to one more little information. I'm going to give you a special deal today, a special deal where buying this product with a risk involved, because there is no risk involved. Here is the special deal. I'm going to give you 30 buy the product today, pay me for it, and you can use it for the next 30 days without obligations to keep it. All you need to do within those 30 days is tell me, hey, Cyril, I tried Cohortia and I didn't like it. So just give me my money back. And that's what we will do. We will give you all your money back and we won't even charge you for the credits. That's right. That is how crazy the offer is. I'm going to let you use Cohortia on my money, right? So use Cohortia, create that community, build those AI virtual members, use the AI moderation features, use everything you want to do, right? Make your maximum effort, make your maximum bet. And if within those 30 days you feel that this is not the product for you, I'm not going to bill you for the AI. I'm just going to keep the software. I'm going to remove your access and I'm going to give you all your money back, not a single cent deducted. So that is the kind of crazy offer I have here. So make use of it, guys, and make sure you grab Cohortia today. Just to remind you where to get Cohortia, it's on the screen. And if you're seeing the replay of this webinar, it should be somewhere on the screen, maybe in the description if you're seeing it on a page or a YouTube, or maybe if you see it on a promo page or a affiliate page, it's on the page somewhere. So grab your Cohortia today and drop me a word in chat. Now I'm going to get to questions too. We're going to talk about what your questions are. I'm going to scroll up a little so that I don't miss any. By the way, if you feel that I missed your question, feel free to ask again, right? So first thing, we've got a question from Ganti about the webinar deal. So the webinar deal is today, Ganti. Today is the best price, but every day for the next 7 days, I will still be selling the one-time license. Though the price is going to change, but it's not going to be like, made unaffordable. So if you want to come in a couple of days later, you can. But let me remind you, today is the best day to buy this because the best price on Cohortia is now. This doesn't get better than that. Carlos says, does the change in language change all of the community text to the language selected? Carlos, you can make the community in any language you want because you get to control all the aspects of it, like the headlines and the top banners and everything. So yeah, the change can be, the community language can be set by you. Absolutely. Then Yvonne says, can you get the upsell in the future? Yvonne, this version that I'm selling you today is all inclusive, and the upsells that I sell you today, they are only on the all inclusive offer. After the launch ends, you can't get them, but you can still get them during the launch period. We got a 7-day launch. And during this launch period, you can still get them, right? So guys, if you get Cohortia today, drop me in the chat. Let me know that you've got Cohortia so that I can welcome you to the family. I can acknowledge you, and I can make sure that I mention your name on the webinar. So make sure you do that. Just let me know in chat if you get Cohortia today. Let me get to the rest of the questions. I think I just need to, okay, I'm trying to separate that tab. Sometimes you just can't do that. All right, so then we have a question from Kat. I still have my question. I came here via a specific market. I will get commission. We will be giving your affiliate will get the commission for this sale today. Then we have a question from Carlos. Of course, Carlos, you're one of my regular customers, and I remember you're rating us a couple of times too. How is the seller's package delivered? I purchased but do not see it. Carlos, the seller's package will be delivered after 7 days because I don't want you to sell during my launch. So after 7 days, once the launch is over, we might wait a couple more days and we will send you the seller's pack, right? So that's how you get it. So just be patient with it, and once the launch is over, we'll send it to you. Next, we have a question from Paul Beckman. Paul says, I clicked the link, but then I lost the webinar. Well, Paul, welcome back. And The link is on the screen. Let me actually put it. It's not on the screen. I see that. The link is on the screen and Swati is dropping it in the chat. So make sure you kind of follow that and you will find it. Yavan says, I have no list or audience. How will this work for me? Yavan, there is a very easy way to sell whatever you want, and it is actually more impactful than you imagine. If you have no list or audience, don't worry about it. Tap into the audience that is in Facebook groups. I know a lot of people who make money from my products this way. What they do is they grab the licenses, then they go to many of those, Facebook groups which are special interest oriented, right? So you could go to a creators group on YouTube or a creators group on Instagram. You could find coaches groups. You can find all sorts of groups which where people are interested in some things, and then you can tell them, hi, I'm in a very nice non-spammy manner. Hi, I'm Yvonne, and I actually want to tell you about this product that I saw earlier. I'm using it myself. It's called Cohortia, and this is what it does. And I have licenses to sell. So very nicely, I want to offer you a deal. If you take a look at this product, if you like it, just let me know, and I can give you a license for a discounted offer. And maybe if you need to ask the moderator, ask them. Sometimes moderator expect a little share of the little cut of the sale. You can tell them, hey, if you buy this product, yes, I will give you X amount of it. So yeah, this is an easy way to make money, right? You don't need to have a list. You don't need to have an audience. Then we have Charles. Charles says, can you go over the 3 checkout upsell options? Absolutely, Charles. I will do that for you in just now. So we've got 3 checkout upsells here. I call them boosters. The first is the 1-year credit exemption. You can grab it and I will not charge you any credits for AI usage for a period of 1 year, right? It's a good offer. I would grab it if I were you. Now, the next thing is 140 extra licenses for $99. That is less than $1 per license. It's actually 72 cents. And what do you sell the license for? Well, I'm going to sell this for $164 a year, the best license. You could sell it for advantage. They would buy it from you without a beat. So think about the upside. It's a upside, not 100%, 100 times, 10,000% upside, right? So you could grab a license for 1 cent, less than 1 cent, and you could sell it for $100. That's how the crazy the offer is. So 140 extra licenses for $99. And then you get the sellers pack, which gives you the sales page, the demo video, the email list, the email sequence, Facebook ads, everything done for you, right? You don't need to make any of those materials. They're all created for you for just 29 bucks. Very, very, I would say no-brainer offer, and you should definitely grab all the because they just make your process easier. Kat says, I came here via a specific market. I think I answered that, Kat. Vikas got it today. Well, thank you, Vikas. Thank you so much for getting Cohortia today. I really appreciate it. Then we've got Russ Crichton done. Hey, Russ. I love that. When will Cohortia be in the rewards program? Absolutely now, Russ. It is on the rewards program. You can grab it now. It's available. And if you are a Techniforce Rewards member, or you are a one membership member, you can get this. Then we have John Davis. How many credits come with the original bundle without the $37 credit exemption? John, we've got 50,000 credits, and I got to tell you, 50,000 credits are a lot. You will not be spending them in a hurry, right? So imagine having 50,000 posts, 50,000 comments, 50,000 replies, 50,000 moderations. I think by the time you get to that level, you would already be making so much money that, credits are cheap. If you think about it, credits are so affordable. I sell my credits at $1 per thousand. $1 per thousand. So you could, even if you spend $3 a month or $4 a month on credits, but you've got a community that makes you $10,000 a month. Well, what kind of deal is that, right? So the deals, obviously, all my deals are absolutely superb deals. They're mind-blowing deals because I my products. I want people to benefit from my products. I want to make them accessible to everyone. I don't want to make them barriers. I want to make them enablers. That's why they're always so affordable, right? So with my products, you never have to worry about affordability. That's one good thing. I don't overcharge. I don't try to get to, make you broke just trying to pay for SaaS. That's stupid. I see many SaaS companies charging so much that the people who use them, they end up spending for a long time, really long time. And I would say 90% of their customers, they don't make any money because they're all paying money the creator. That's crazy, right? So Lindsay says this is a wonderful way to start building a community. Absolutely, you're talking about the way I suggested. Yvonne, Herb says is the price 442 or 267? Herb, the price is 267 if you get the basic version, but if you get the upsells, if you get the special boosters that I showed over here, then the price is a little bit more. Now, again, where to get the product? You got to get the product from this link. Okay, I think I'm going back instead of forward. Wow, that happens sometimes. This is the link on the screen, and I'm sure Swati will be dropping it a bunch more time. Make sure you drop it often, Swati, so that nobody gets to miss it. And maybe pin it, right? I should be pinning it. Why? I don't know why I didn't pin it yet. So I pinned it, guys, and you should be seeing this on the top of your chat. If you don't find the link, just go to the top of the chat and you will see get your Cohortia. Click on that, and you will be able to get Cohortia. Right. So continuing answering the question, Stephen says, thank you, Cyril. I'm in. Well, I'm finally getting to the portion, right? I scrolled up and was answering questions. So Stephen Bolton is in. Thank you, Stephen, and welcome to Cohortia. I'm sure you will build an awesome community or communities. So keep me posted about what you build. Welcome, Kurt. Welcome to Cohortia. I really appreciate that you got Cohortia today or any of the upsells on the webinar. And I'm sure you will enjoy this product a lot. Awesome. Then we have Pratima. Pratima Dave also got it. Well, congratulations, Pratima, and thank you for getting Cohortia. I'm sure you will love this product. Welcome to Cohortia family. Ikra says, I'm new to this. How is the training? Ikra, there are so many videos in there. You will be able to figure out most things very easily because Cohortia is simple to learn. But if you watch the training videos, maybe there are about 10 or 12 training videos gonna be there in all. You'll be able to master the software without any problems. Then we have Idea Portal. Our reseller license is expiring in 2 years or lifetime. They're lifetime. They're lifetime. So yeah, that's the deal, right? We don't want to limit you in any way. So all the customers that you sell to, they're going to be lifetime too, even after I close the sale, right? So they're going to be lifetime. And we have unknown I'm in. Well, and welcome with this. Sharon says, is the support with this? Sharon, we've got the best support 24 hours a day, 6 days a week. We have live chat where you can talk to my agents, my real human agents live, ask them a question, get answers. And if you need anything, any help in Cohortia, let's say you need to do some kind of technical setup or you need help with something, I have my technicians also available. So you can just reach out to us and we will make sure you get the help you want, right? Not a single problem with that. Carlos says, thank you, Cyril, for another great product. Really appreciate it, Carlos. And you're already excited about my next product, Carlos. I'll keep you posted. I will bring you the next product soon. I promise you. I've got like a bunch of products coming up. Vikas says resell license lifetime. Absolutely, Vikas, it is lifetime. And Kurt says provide the link to Cohortia, your Cohortia group. Kurt, it is technicforce.cohortia.com, right? Technicforce.cohortia.in actually. Uh, awesome. So we listed all the languages supported. Amy says, how many licenses do you get in all inclusive? Amy, you get 90 licenses to sell in addition to the main license that you get for yourself. Or 70, sorry, that's right. Yeah, 99. I somehow lost track of it. So yeah, 70 licenses to sell. Then we have Charles, do the 50K credits rollover? Absolutely, Charles. After the 1 year credit exemption expires, you get 50K credit to it. So that's the point of exemption. You don't spend any credits till the time the visa is over. So it's a really crazy deal. I know that. I'm not making any money on that, but yeah, this is what I do on the webinars. I want you to benefit from it. So yeah, that's the deal today. Let me see if we got more question. Yeah, it supports custom domains. You can easily just use CNAME to point your custom domains to our domain in no time at all. Idea portal reseller licenses never expire. Can we brand our community name white label version community website? Well, you can brand your community name yourself, obviously, because you're gonna point your domain to it. So, guys, that's what you should all be doing. Make a domain, point it to Cohortia community, and you should brand it by your own name. Plus upgrades. Thank you, Paul. Appreciate it, and welcome to the Cohortia family. Palu Rainbow Song. That's the buyer name. Awesome. Good to have you there. Let me see what other questions we have. We have Charles. To the clients I sell 140 extra licenses, get this full bundle offer. No, no, Charles, they don't. They only get the pro and the elite level, right? Why would we give them reseller, right? They don't get all everything else. They only get either uh, pro or elite level based on what you want to give them. Amy says, I'm in. Well, thank you so much, Amy, for getting Cohortia today, and welcome to Cohortia. I appreciate your business, and I'm sure you will love Cohortia's results. We have Lindsay says Bahasa Indonesia. Well, Lindsay, I don't think Bahasa Indonesia is one of the languages, but you know what? If you need it, I will put it in there because putting a new language is not really a difficult task these days. So just let me know if you want me to put Bahasa Indonesia and I will put that in. Uh, Russ says, do you have a short promo to send to my prospects? Absolutely, Russ. I'm going to show you a fun sales video. In fact, I had a very nice sales video. Who would like to see the sales video, the sales promo of Cohortia? Give me a yes in the chat if you want to see the sales video and the sales video of Cohortia, and I will show it to you. Awesome. Getting some yeses already, right? I know everybody's excited. I'm excited too. What if you could build a forever profit machine that grows all by itself in any niche without you ever having to lift a finger? Think about the biggest struggles in business today. Ads are becoming more expensive and less effective. SEO is a moving target that takes months, if not years, to hit, and emails are getting buried in spam folders. But there's one strategy that is becoming more and more effective, and the numbers prove it: communities. 85% of marketers now believe that communities are the ultimate way to build trust and increase sales. Statistics show that customers spend 20% more the moment they join a brand's community. This isn't just marketing, it's building a tribe. And right now, many community owners are earning tens of thousands of dollars a month by doing just that. But let's be honest, community building is hard. It requires you to be a slave to your keyboard, posting all day, hunting for content ideas, and moderating members. Most people give up because they simply can't handle the workload while trying to run the rest of their lives. That changes today. Welcome to Cohortia AI, the world's first AI powered community builder that grows high engagement tribes hands free. Cohortia is designed to solve the two biggest killers of online communities: the empty room problem and the content treadmill. We know what has kept you back all these years: it's the effort. But with Cohortia, you can set up your community once and let the AI handle the boring, time consuming bits. The secret sauce is our proprietary virtual AI member technology. We all know that nobody wants to work for free, but nobody wants social proof to thrive. Cohortia solves this by creating virtual AI members that behave and work exactly like real people. They aren't just bots, they have personalities, interests, and humanized behavior patterns. These AI members auto create new posts regularly, so your community is never a ghost town. They ask questions, provide analysis, and share ideas. But it goes deeper, they engage. When a real human member posts, your AI members are there to like, react, and comment. It gives your human members that rush of dopamine that comes from being seen and supported. Whether you're a coach, a trainer, a marketer, or an agency owner, Cohortia is your ultimate play. If you're a coach or a business, you can move cold leads into a free community and upgrade them to private coaching or sales as they see the value that the AI helps create. If you're an agency, you can create communities for local businesses and charge a monthly retainer to manage their growth, a service that's in massive demand right now. Cohortia is the most powerful community building platform around, with features that help you succeed. For example, Cohortia turns your community into an app that people can use on their phones. That means your members can install your community directly onto their smartphones, receiving push notifications that bring them back every time there's a new post or a reaction. It includes live member chats too, and a powerful events calendar for both online and offline events, and also interactive polls to read the mood of your tribe and help you make better decisions. Cohortia Cohortia is massive multi-stream monetization. You aren't limited to just one way to get paid. You can monetize through exclusive membership levels, charge for specific high-value posts, or locked tutorials, or even sell tickets to digital events, all handled through integrated gateways like PayPal, Stripe, and Razorpay. We've removed every technical hurdle. There's no hosting required. We handle that for you. It's 100% SEO friendly, meaning Google will actually help you find new members. In short, Cohortia has everything you need to succeed at community building. So forget the struggle and get Cohortia to start your empire today. Here's the good news, you've come in at just the right time. Cohortia is on a special sale and you can grab it at a price you might never see again. Even better news, you only pay this price if you succeed with Cohortia. Yes, that's right. Your investment is absolutely risk-free. If you can't build a successful community with Cohortia, you don't have to pay us anything. Cohortia comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Use it for 30 days risk-free. Watch your community grow, and if you're not 100% delighted, just let us know to get all your money back. So what are you waiting for? Set up your profitable community today with Cohortia. Click on the button below and grab your Cohortia right now. Did you like the video, folks? Let me know if you like the video, like the message, and you like the product. Let me know in chat. And by the way, those who are going to pay for the seller's pack will be able to use this video to sell Cohortia for yourself, right? So yeah, that resource belongs to you. So I was watching the chat blow up while the video was playing, and Stephen says nicely done. So yeah, Cohortia is actually, I would say, is one of the best products that we've created, most intentful products, because I've been very clear with Cohortia. I want to make people money. I want to help people make money from communities, right? Lindsay says awesome as always, and Kyle says good, good with so many O's. That's amazing, amazing. Love it, Kyle. And let me take some questions again. I'm going to scroll up and see what else we have. Awesome. So right. So Kat says, I'm in. Perfect, Kat. Welcome to Cohortia, and I'm glad you've got your plans. Fantastic. And let us know how we can help them, help you succeed better. So all you guys who get Cohortia today, here is a special invitation, open invitation. Use Cohortia. And if you think that there is something that we should be building in it, let us know. My team is actually going to be working on it continuously to make sure that it gets better, and we will be making things that will absolutely delight you. So what I showed you today is the starting point, right? It's not the end of the journey. We're going to be making the software so much better. So feel free to let us know what you want to get built inside of Cohortia once you get in there. Kurt says, how are communities getting traffic? So Kurt, the first thing, I showed it to you even in this video. Cohortia is 100% SEO friendly. So you could be found in Google depending on, the kind of content you create. Also, you can drive traffic from social media. You can drive traffic from ads. Now, I'm going to be, for example, my own community. I'll be asking my email list people to join the community. So some of the audience you might already be having. If not, you can go to Facebook groups and start inviting people who are interested in your niche. Put in screenshots, share, links to the post that you've created, and then, slowly you can actually build up your tribe that way. Create public posts, share links on Reddit, lots of different ways to build a community, right? You need to get that going. Then we have Vikash. Does the 70 plus 40 extra licenses come with 50K? No, Vikash, the extra licenses come with 5K for the pro version, 2K for the elite version. So we do give some credits to your customers that you sell the licenses to, but of course we can give them $50, right? So they need to buy the credits beyond 5,000, and you can also buy the credits for them if you want to. Jeffrey says, was this a lifetime deal? Absolutely, Jeffrey. It is a lifetime deal. It is still a lifetime deal. And credits are also lifetime. 50,000 credits, they are lifetime. They don't expire, right? No games here. You can grab Cohortia lifetime absolutely on this webinar for the best deal possible. Chat, look at the top and you will see a link that I've pinned to the top of the chat, and just click on it and go to Cohortia. It's also on the screen. Next, we have Ganti ji. How do you come up with your product names? Gantiji, it's very simple. I have a pattern, right? So Webira, Helpira, Cohortia, Avidacia. I'm just trying to keep things simple. Honestly, I don't want to complicate names a much. So I'm just going for the simplest to pronounce names, in my opinion. But yeah, the names are crazy. That's how they are unique. One of the value, well, one of the things I value is that if you type in the name of the product in Google, you should be able to see my product, right? You should not be forced to see 10 other things and not reach my product. So obviously, I try to call my product really unique names so that you can reach them easily. That's the thought process. I hope you like that. Uh, Herb says, how do we get the extra products like website generator? Herb, it's a part of the deal. You just buy the software, then you are going to be able to get access to the membership where you will see all the products that you've purchased, including Webira. Then we have Ikra, paid full with PayPal, but I have not received confirmation. Ikra, wait a couple of minutes. Email delivery sometimes takes time. Uh, awesome. Paul says, hi Cyril, I really need an answer to this question. A community building app. Okay, how is the community different from a website you can make that has a community in it? Paul, you can't make a website that has a community in it. I'm not even sure what you're talking about. Like, what are you going to do? Create a website with what? Like, communities means that your members should be able to interact, they should be able to post, you should be able to reply. It runs like a forum, there should be polls. It's a complete software. You can't just spin off a website. I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't understand what you're talking about. CY says bahut anokha, which means absolutely unique. Absolutely, CY. Absolutely, Sai. I really appreciate you. And it's correct. This software is unique, and I've tried to put in as many interesting things that I could to make it even more awesome for you. Then we have Andreas. I have some communities in other platform. It works for other platforms too, or the communities must be hosted in Cohortia. Absolutely, Andreas. This is a product. This is the software that hosts the community for you. So it can't work for the communities on the other platforms. You will need to move them over, and you will need to make your future communities in Cohortia. That's how you need to go. Because as any live training, because we got a lot of tutorials. If your dad doesn't help you, let me know and I will try to answer your questions. But I don't know if I will do more live trainings later. I might, but I can't promise you. Yep, Amy, you've got that right. Cohort is the word which you are building on. Cohort is a name for groups, of course, or communities, or learning groups. So Cohortia comes from cohort. Absolutely, Amy. That was a great insight. And yep, you've actually explained that better than me later on. So yeah, I think Gantiji, that answers your question. Stephen says, is there a separate link to purchase the 1 year credit exemption booster if Cohortia was purchased already? Stephen, only during the launch, you need to reach out to my support. It's going to be a little more effortful, but you can actually get that done. Once you're ready to buy, reach out to my support, live chat people. We are online 24 hours a day, 6 days a week, and ask them, and they will help you with this. All right, so Gantiji, again, very unique name. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, and I'm looking forward to letting you use Cohortia, of course. And Andreas has got the software. See you tomorrow. Paul says, okay, being 70. Well, Paul, I'm getting there too. We all get there one day. Hopefully, I will get there. Uh, okay, so community building app, it's actually a website, Paul. It is not like an app on the phone. So it is a website. So it is a community building website. That's what you can think of Cohortia as. And you can build your community in this website, and you can reach people, people can interact together, people can communicate together, and it just makes the process easier. Now, if you were to create something like Cohortia yourself, that would require a lot of effort. So to make your journey easier, we SaaS builders create products that help you with things. So Cohortia is just to help you build a community without having to do everything on your own, right? That's expensive and crazy difficult. Okay, then we have Charles asking me, what is your vision for Cohortia long term? Software that easily. Uh, you know, about 14 years ago, yeah, 14 years ago, I built this product, TubeRank Jeet, and still selling that, still making it better. I launched new version last year, then I've been upgrading it since then, just making it better and better. So I've got And well, there was a time when I had to shut down a bunch of my products, but those were social media products, and Facebook just closed their APIs. They stopped giving us the information we needed. So after that, I in fact decided that to avoid such a situation where I need where my software is not functional, I will not make any social media products. So I haven't made any social media products since 2022, right? So again, if you buy a product from me, you're going to be in safe hands. It's not the usual run of the mill thing. And I've got people who are using TubeRank Jeet from 2013, right? So, yep, my vision for Cohortia is very solid, just like for all my other products. I'm gonna keep upgrading it, keep improving it, and keep recurring. So that recurring is gonna pay for the development long term. The launch sale that I do right now are to recoup the investment that I put in, also get a fat profit. It helps me, it's like a investment. So here is the thing that happens. I don't like VCs. I don't like to go to companies for investment. I want to run my business in a bootstrap manner. I sell the product, I do a lifetime deal, I get a lot of money. Today also, of course, I got some a good amount of money, and people who like me, who love my products, buy them. They are my early investors, right? They are the people who get the best deal, lifetime deals that they can't get otherwise, but they get to use the product lifetime, and I get to get some extra cash. So this is how the model works. But it helps me sustain, it helps me keep the software running. So don't worry about it. Uh, awesome. Ganti says, I've been with you for more than a decade, right, Ganti? So yeah, I think that's true, right? So yeah, I make my software long lasting. Let me see if got more questions. Cyril means trust. Well, Vikas says that he also has World membership, which gives more trust. Yeah, Vikas, appreciate your kind words. And yeah, I believe that I'm working giving you the value. It's very important. It's like kind of the system that we have. If you're built that way, you will want to keep your word. So that's how I operate. Awesome. So Samir says purchase, but no email. Samir, you will get an email sometimes. The email takes a couple of minutes. Don't worry about it. Wait for 2-3 minutes. If you still don't see the email, just reach out to my support. Let me remind you, I have 24 hours live chat support manned by real humans. So you will get real answers and they will give you real solutions, right? So don't worry about it. Will our selected domain name be like a subdomain with Cohortia? Ganti, you can select any subdomain. That's okay, but you can point any domain to that subdomain. So it doesn't matter what you pick, both ends. You can go to for any name you want. Awesome. So guys, again, the link is in the chat. If you got any more questions, let me know. By the way, did you any of you guys want to see the demo again in case you missed the demo or you are not paying attention? If there's anybody here who want to see the demo again, let me know in the chat and I will play the demo one more time. So if Charles here, Charles wants to do the demo. Awesome. So Ikra, you just need to go to my website and look for support, or you can go to technicforce.com/support and you will find it. Not a hard time, not a hard way to get to my support. Pretty easy. So Ganti, you got to run. I'll see you later, Ganti. Have a good one. Thank you for attending the webinar. Appreciate it. I'm going to play the demo once more. Your community, your tribe is the most reliable and long-term income source that you can create. And with Cohortia, you can do that easily. Cohortia is the all-new AI-powered community builder that makes creating powerful communities easy. In this quick demo, I will show you the highlight features of Cohortia. This is growth marketing, our own community that we are building using Cohortia. Cohortia has every single feature that you can expect from a really powerful community builder, including features like pin posts. So you can pin the post that you want your members, your viewers to see first. Your members can also bookmark posts, and anything they bookmark will be available to them in the bookmark section. Moderators and admins can also highlight a post. So when you highlight a post, it's highlighted in a different color, and as people scroll through it, they will notice what you have to say. That way you can promote special offers, or if you want to bring your post to everyone's notice, you can highlight it. And then you have the topic boards. You can categorize posts under specific topics and your members can easily consume them. Now, whenever you want to create a post, all you need to do is click over here and you get this nice Vysiwyg post writer where you can create a post not just by your own words, but you can also use AI. You can also create polls and you can even schedule a post for future. Now, this is the PWA or Progressive Web App Technology. So people can install your community on their telephones, on their mobile phones. You can view a post by clicking on the post title. You can see things like the number of post views, the number of likes. You can see the comments if there are any comments, and of course, you can leave your own comment on the post itself. Cohortia has everything you can want from a professional community builder and more. For example, you can click on a member's name and you will be taken to a dedicated profile where you can see things about the member, like when are they a member from. You can see how long they've been active, the posts they've made, and you can also do live chat. So yes, if you enable live chat, you can do live chat with the member and build connections. This is great if your community is focused on a specific topic and you want to promote people to partner and communicate. Then there's the members directory where you can see all the members that are a part of the community. You can reach out to them, and you also have events. Yes, Cohortia promotes events, so you can have webinars, you can have even physical events, and you can organize them in your community. And you have the facility to make both free and paid events. That means you can have paid sessions. You can charge your community members to attend your webinar or attend your call, and you can all make it a part of Cohortia. There's also the leaderboard, which rewards or which recognizes people who have been active. So you know who are your most active community members and what they've been up to. And this is a good way to kind of have these people stand out. Now, this was the front end of Cohortia. Now let's go into the admin and see what features do we have there. All right, this is the admin for Cohortia, and you can see we've got the basics like the total number of posts, the total number of members, the events that you've done, and the engagement rate of your posts. You will see a graph that shows you how many posts and comments were happening every day. You will see the number of views every day. And below that, you can see the recent comments. It links back to the main comment on the main website, on the main community. You will see the recent posts and the member that did it, the recent activity, all the activities that happened in the website. Then you've got the recent users, all the recent users. And of course, you can see the people who are the members of your community. These are your regular members, the people who might have paid you, or the people who might be your fee members. Both of them are here. You can activate or deactivate a member. You can ban a member, all from this list. You can also filter looking at the pending members. If you want approval, like you could approve the member. You can also see the list of band members and of course control some various other stuff. Now, Cohortia has a very special feature called virtual members. You can create AI members that work just like the human being. For all your other members, they will just be like a regular person, like a human being, but only you will know that these are AIs that are actually creating engagement, creating posts, liking posts, commenting on posts, making sure your community is always alive. Because here is the fact, nobody wants to go to a community that's dead, right? The community must be happening. So you can set up your member over here. For example, let's call a member John Kate. Very weird name. You can select an avatar from for them. I'm just gonna choose this one for now. Of course, you can put in anything you want. Put in a logo, John's into marketing, and you can select location like United States, and the time zone. If you want to set a specific time zone, you can. I'm just setting something random. Now you've got the features that you want to enable for this member, and pay attention here because this is where the magic happens. You can enable posts and then you can decide how often the member will post on your community. So you can choose from daily posts to 5 to 7 posts a week, which will be randomized, to 1 to 3 posts a week. So depending on how often you want the member to be posting on the community, you can select that. You can also select what language they will post in. And if you turn this on, automatic posts about the member, it's going to look at what is happening in the world in your niche, and it's going to prepare a little post on whatever was recent and post it on your community. So you can see the member data will be absolutely recent, absolutely live, and that is gonna make your community hyper relevant, right? Again, you can choose how often you want the post to go, daily or 1 to 3 posts a week. It's totally up to you. You can even select what specific days of the week you want the post to happen and what time in the day. So let's say on Sundays you want them to operate in the noon, you can do that. If any other day, any other time, you can do that, or you can even randomize it. This is all for human behavior, right? We human beings don't work like AIs, right? We have to be randomized. We have to do things in a specific manner. We have to, like they say, throw the sand a little bit in the air. So it's to randomize things. You get to choose exactly how you want to randomize. Then you've got comments. Yes, you can get your AIs to comment on posts by human beings and by other AIs, because when people see a comment on their post, let's say a human being posts a comment, posts a new post in your group, and when they see a comment, they get this dopamine hit, right? It's very important. When people see a comment on their post, something that is supportive, even feedback, they love it and they will post more often. That's what it's about. You can also get the AI to post replies to the comments on your post. Again, you get to choose how many of the comments you want the AI to reply: 50%, 25%, 10%, according to your comfort zone. Some AI members can be more active, some can be less active, totally up to you. Then you can also choose whether these AIs will like your posts or not. Again, the same algorithm, and you can even have them operate on specific days, right? So this is beautiful because it will keep your community growing on autopilot. This is the superpower of Cohortia. Next, we have teams. These are all the people who are in your team, the moderators, the people who have given management rights, they're over here. And you can add new people too if you want to. You can elevate people into moderators. In post, you will see the list of all the posts that were created and some engagement, how many likes and views they got. You will see it all over here. You will see if a post was highlighted, and you get some control over here also. You can take down a post, you can highlight, remove a highlight, or you can provide a highlight, or you can even ban the user if it's not good enough. Now in events, you will see the events that you've created. So far, I have not created one, but you can easily create an event, and then you can have an online event or you can have a physical event. It's totally up to you. And don't forget, Cohortia is all about monetization. You can even have an event to access which people have to pay money. So imagine promoting a webinar on your community and putting a link over here and saying you gotta pay $70, and this is, and when people click on the link, they will be directed to a payment page. After they do the payment, right, they will get the link to the webinar. Beautiful concept because it helps you monetize everything. You can even monetize posts, right? Did I tell you that when you create a new post, you can monetize the post and you can decide how much people will pay to access that post. Cohortia also has polls. So when you create a poll, people can tell you what they feel about anything, and you can, of course, create a poll directly from the main interface. You don't need to come here. Okay, let me try to show you very, very quickly paid post, because it's a lot of fun, right? It's good fun to make money. So when you click over here, you will get to see what post you want to make. And this is again available to admins and moderators, the payment system. You just click on paid post, and I've set up, I think this is pound as the currency. You get to choose where you, what currency you want to use in settings. So you can change the currency, of course, you can use a different one also. And you can set a price like 32 pounds, right? So people will have to pay. Next, in the flag section, you will see the comments or the posts that were flagged either by the AI. So yes, Cohortia has AI powered moderation. And if AI sees something that is not good, it will flag it and you can remove it, right? So people can also flag things and you will see those things too in here. By the way, you can choose to be notified of anything that is flagged. Cohortia has a very strong notification system. So when you go in here, there are notifications and you can get to be notified on user registration, flag content, or you can get a daily digest of all the things that were happen. You just need to enable notification for yourself, and you can even put in a custom email. So if you don't want to use the membership email, you want to send it to somebody else, maybe one of your team members, you could do that. Now, Cohortia also lets you message your members. You can send out a message to everyone, or you can send out a message to a specific person or a specific group of persons. All you need to do is click like this, and you can send out a message to specific people. So maybe if you want to send out an offer, or you want to send out a mailer, you want to send out a message or a warning, whatever you want, you can send out messages directly from within Cohortia. By the way, in case you don't remember, or maybe I haven't shown you, you can export your members to CSV. You can bring them into other applications, your CRMs or your autoresponders, whatever you want, so that you can market to your members. This is very important, right? You should be able to market to your members. Next, earnings. This is what it's about. So all the money that you get paid inside of Cohortia from your members will show up over here. You will see the amount, the product they ordered, the customer name, all the details you need to understand how much money you're making and what you should be focusing on. Now in settings, you get to control a lot of aspects of your community. Things like basic information, you can set up name, description, all the things that you want, like time zone and all, whether you want it to be an approval community, whether you want to approve every single post, or you want to disable or enable members chat. You also have media and tracking. You can set up a logo, you can change your banner and put in your pixel codes over here. In social accounts, you can put in your social media accounts, which will be a part of the community. You can also put in your SMTP accounts, because all the mails that will be sent will be from your SMTP. You got a bunch of these email templates. So for everything, registration, verification, forgot password, new post notification, Cohortia gives you total control. You can choose exactly how the mail will look. It's a template, it's HTML based. You just need to put in those placeholders, that's all. And you can design the mails the way you want. You can put in your custom footers also. You can send in your custom offers also in all the notifications that people get, the people who are members of your community, right? You control that. Now you can set up what categories you want to have in your community. You can show a number of different themes that we have, and you can also decide what are the membership levels that your community supports and how many points does a person need to get to that level. I already showed you about notifications. Cohortia is multi-payment supportive. So you can integrate PayPal, you can integrate Stripe, or you can integrate Razorpay too. So we've got three different payment gateways, and depending on what. Awesome. So that was the demo. Actually, I'm gonna stop the demo in the middle. I want to show you a special feature. It was just about time. So I know a lot of you guys are staying up pretty late to be with me, and I appreciate that time. It's about 7:10 for me. We've been on the webinar for about 2 hours now, and 2 hours and 10 minutes. What a wonderful, wonderful little gathering I have here. Really appreciate it. So if you still haven't got Cohortia and you're still on the edge, well, this is your opportunity to get it on the best terms possible. The link is in the chat. Swati will drop it again in a minute or so, I think, and it is also pinned to the top. But while we're doing that, let me show you a very special feature. I was talking to one of my members over here right now, just now, and I thought to show you something really cool. So remember, I told you that you can do really crazy stuff with virtual members, and one of my customers asked, can it create quizzes, can it create polls, what can it do? So I want to show you this fun feature. So I've got this AI member over here, Alex, and if you go to the admin, you will see this button, login as virtual member. So all you need to do is click on it, and it will log in as that member, and you will be able to use Cohortia as Alex. Now what you can do is, like, let's say you want to create a poll or a post that is a human created post by your virtual member, you can actually do that. So this enables you to create a crowd of members that work on their own, but you can come in anytime and take over their profile and then leave a comment. Let's say you want to give a specific answer to someone, you want to respond to them in a very specific manner. You can say, that's a great insight, thank you, like that, and send and hit send. So now the post is created. This is what people need. This is what people need in a community. Your community is boring if you are the only person posting, right? Now imagine having three people posting. The AI works on its own, but anytime you want, you can take over the AI profile, and of course you can go back to the main profile, just log back in and back in as Alex, and you're back in the main profile. So imagine you can do really crazy stuff. You can have 5 AI members. Even if you don't want to automate them, you can use them manually now and then, and you can keep your community absolutely lively, right? So that's the kind of capabilities we built in Cohortia. One more thing I want to show you, AI moderation. I think I did not show you that you in the I did not show that in the demo. And okay, I think here I probably have to clear my cache or something. All right. So AI moderation is a part of the deal, and you can actually moderate your messages through AI, and you can set up a policy where the AI will decide, okay, does the post that's coming in, does it match the policy or not? And if it does not matching the policy, then AI will automatically flag it. So we have crazy features like that, and you will love Cohortia because it is, I think, it is miles ahead of any alternative. Like bulk messaging, most software don't even think about it. But now you can actually message offers to your clients, right? So you can send them a message, hey, here's a special offer, and why don't you take benefit of that, like that. So yeah, it's really crazy that you can do these things. Uh, because you don't need a DFY, because is asking for a DFY. You don't need it because Cohortia is not going to require any hosting. It's automatically done. So if you need help with that, you can reach out to me. I can help you out, but usually you won't. Right? Can you show the link for the sales page? PJ, there is no link for the sales page at the time because it is a special webinar. To get Cohortia right now, you have to go to the link that is in the presentation. It's on the screen. Let me just put it back on the screen very quickly. Go to this link on the screen, and I'm putting it in chat one more time. Here we go. Okay, I actually did not, put it correctly. So I'm gonna show you what I just typed. Okay, fixed it now. I think I have to retype the entire thing. Done. So I got a question from you, Vikas, something I missed maybe earlier. Do AI respond when we make query to the post? I guess you're talking about comments, right? So when you put a comment to a post, yes, the AI can reply to that comment. I hope that answers your question. Stephen, do posts and comments have text, picture, or video? Absolutely, they do. And you can post comments and text and pictures. You can embed the video. So there is no limitation as such. Let me try to show that to you if I can. Load up the browser a bit. Hold on there. Yep, I think it's there. So yeah, I'm gonna go to the community page and show you you can easily embed images. You can put in links, you can embed images, you can embed videos. I mean, you can upload images, you can embed videos also. You can put emojis. So it's got a pretty capable system, and you can put in many pictures. Next, Stephen says, do you have to use another software for webinars? Well, definitely, Stephen, Cohortia is not a webinar software. You can create an event and have a link to the webinar. Like I'm running this webinar on Teams. It's a great platform. You could do that. It's $5 a month, and you could run webinars with unlimited people. I love it. So yeah, just put a link to the webinar inside of Cohortia events, and that's it. I hope that answers your question. So guys, if you got more questions, drop them in the chat. I will stay on as long as you have questions for me. Otherwise, I think a lot of you might be getting tired. I can also be probably, end the webinar soon. And this is a reminder, the special offer to get the lifetime deal at the best possible price is live right now. You need to get it right now to get the best possible price on Cohortia. And Samir, the webinar replay will be available, but I do have another live webinar tomorrow. So there is another opportunity to attend the live webinar tomorrow if you want to. The webinar replay will be available at some point after the second webinar, second live webinar, I think. Yeah. Right now, we don't have a webinar replay, but there will be one later. Awesome. Any more questions, guys? If you got questions, drop them in the chat. Any questions? And I'm sure I had great fun hanging out with you, so positive energy. And I was seeing a lot of people who have kind of become my friends since all these years. I've been selling and talking and creating and discussing. And it really makes me feel good to see all the people who come back and tell me that they love my products and my products have added value to their life. So, yep, on that note, I really appreciate your time today. everyone who was here. And God bless you. Namaste, Paul. Namaste, everyone else. And I will see you later on the next webinar tomorrow at 10 a.m. EST. By the way, tomorrow is going to be the next webinar at 10 a.m. EST. If you want to join again, I'll be live. I'll be answering questions. Maybe something occurs to you in this time. You're free to come to the next webinar and ask me. Well, Charles has a question for me. Will the AI members communicate with each other? Absolutely. That's because it should look organic, right? Very good insight. PJ, can you please mention the webinar price? It's $267, PJ. Really appreciate your kindness always. Okay, let's put an end to this webinar. It is been 2 hours and 20 minutes. Thank you so much. Dhanyawad, and have a great evening. Great evening and a great morning. I know some of you might be just getting into the morning. I'll see you on the next live show. This is Cyril Gupta signing off.